What up? It's RNDM Cuts back with another episode.
Yo.
After like a million years, but we are back.
Yeah.
Whatever. We're going to open the show up a little bit more. We're not good at sticking to bullet points, are we?
Yeah, I think we better at just like fucking
going off
talking.
the cuff. Yeah. So, what's been up?
I mean, what was we just talking about? We was talking about
a lot of shit.
Yeah, I was thinking like, damn, we should save some of these points for the actual conversation.
Yeah, we always do that. But what's the biggest thing going on right now?
Shit, I don't know. Shit, you asking the wrong nigga. For real, you know, I sit in my room.
It's what everybody's waiting for. We got to talk about it. Surviving R. Kelly.
Oh yeah. That is the biggest thing going on.
That is some shit. I still haven't seen it.
I really want to see it, but the thing is,
I don't have TV.
I can't find where to watch it. I went on the Lifetime website, and you gotta have enter your TV service provider and shit.
Yeah, no.
And that shit ain't working.
I don't have a TV service provider. It wasn't on YouTube. I mean, and I haven't had enough time to want to. I mean, you could just go and Google pirate some shit. It's probably super easy, but
yeah,
I don't feel like it. I hadn't felt like it, so
I was sitting right on my computer. I could have done it, and I really want to see it because. I don't know. The way people talking about this nigga is just like, damn, like, I don't know.
I was having more fun watching the
Why
reactions.
At this time in history,
yeah,
are so many legends being outed as the creeps that they are?
Because they were creeps. And nobody told on them, I guess.
I mean, what was different about, I guess the internet. The internet is what makes it so easy to out people now.
The internet and just the feelings of, I guess, the general public about certain things. Not that the general public however many years ago thought sexual assault or rape or whatever is
that
being
it was okay,
that it was okay, but it I feel like there was groupie culture and all this kind of stuff where there was more accepted to mistreat, I think, maybe women, even if they were the thoughts of 2001 and shit before the word existed. I mean, that was just it was how it was. I mean, just look back at how the attitudes were about saying fag. I mean, same type of difference where that was kind of more accepted.
I swear,
and allowed.
like, I'm listening to the old Styles P shit. Even, like, at one point in the old Tribe shit, I catch them saying fag and
dude,
shit.
2008. Have you listened to Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
Faggot. And this dude was sponsored by Mountain Dew.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it's just, I don't know if we could compare people who say offensive words to R. Kelly, but it's crazy to me that, I don't know. It's crazy to me that so many of the kings of certain crafts are just being fucking heads lopped off. R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, like, these niggas are legends in they field, but they just are the worst people possible.
Well, I mean, when you get so much power, I think, over others, I mean, this is the thing.
And beyond being legends, these niggas probably have changed people's lives for the better and
or worse, yeah.
For the better and worse, now that we know what the fuck they was up to, but I don't know, that shit crazy though. Like, I
mean, did you think...
I guess I just can't relate to being so rich.
Right.
I think that's what it is. It's just
or having so much power where you can use it as a weapon against people. Like, I don't know. It's probably because I haven't been in that position. So when you are a regular dude like us, I mean, in a lot of situations, you got to be humble. There's nobody to sit.
Yeah, a bitch front on you real quick just because you think you can talk to me? Yeah, like,
right, right. When you and I'm
ain't no pulling dicks out.
And I'm assuming that we were both more along those lines than we were like the good looking dude getting all the bitches.
I mean, I had my fair share of girls in middle school and shit.
Right, but you didn't have an attitude where you was like, I could just get bitches.
Yeah, in middle school, it seemed like in middle school I was a lot more confident in my ability to get bitches than in high school.
Yeah, I don't think I was. I think I was just a little funny dude.
Yeah.
I think most girls were annoyed with me because I was an annoying little dude. They probably all thought I was like,
go home, Roger.
No, I wasn't
go
running.
Home, Roger.
When I was in like middle school, I wasn't running up behind girls like that.
No, nigga, I was.
In middle school,
running to bitches' houses in middle school. Nigga.
My vivid memories of middle school, because back when I was younger, and this sets us a generation apart, is that middle school kids weren't as sexualized as they are now, or they weren't trying to be like the next step up as much. Middle school kids were kids. And in middle school, the main feature that stood out on girls was how tall they got over all the boys, and they start whooping our ass. And like, I think the best guy fighter in my class matched up pretty fucking well with the best girl fighter just because puberty hit them earlier. Yeah, it wasn't like all these girls was sticking. It was like, oh, we gonna smash these middle school girls. Nobody was thinking like that.
I remember bitches being super fucking just like bitches will fuck you up in 6th grade.
right. Like you like, and dude, I wouldn't go against a lot of the girls because they would have beat my ass. And I think one time or 2 times I did probably get my ass whooped by a girl. Like shit.
1 time or 2 times I ain't never got my ass whooped, but a girl that most definitely make me feel like, oh, she's not just a girl.
Our sister, Brittany, she could always just whoop my. She'd get annoying. She'd come up and put me in chokeholds and just grab and start just karate kick, just like how Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did with Bruce Lee in that one scene, just like kick me. I'm like, dude, stop.
Big ass foot on your chest, nigga.
Fight back. She'd square up with me and I'd be like, dude, stop. I'm not trying to fight you. She was on the basketball team. All them bitches did like mad push-ups and had like big arms.
And Brittany was just violent anyway. Brittany, I think, just had a tendency towards violence.
Well, it's where you grow up. She grew up on O Block. Where people did that kind of stuff. I didn't like going out over there. I visit sometimes. I lived more often in the it wasn't the suburbs, but it was the better ghetto. When you look back on it as a kid, it was real nice. But you know, it was like more lower middle class than where my sister lived, which was the projects. Yeah. So going there, everybody was always way tougher, way crazier, and I'm just a dude getting sent in a sweater by my grandma. She was like, "Go get that sweater," and she lined me up. She gave me a part in my head because it was like the early 2000s, so you had to. And then you go out there, like I knew
the early 2000s seemed so fucking whack, nigga. You can't even you can't text a bitch. You can't. Like you gotta wait outside for drugs and shit. You gotta go outside, like, bro.
You still gotta wait outside.
Like no, yeah. Sometimes I have waited outside for drugs, but very rarely. Like only when a nigga like wait outside after you texted him or talked to him.
I've traveled down the street in different directions just until you run into dudes who just like
bro. Like
you want some weed?
Niggas be on that, and I'll be like, bruh, you ain't got a phone. Like what the fuck is we doing? Like niggas have taken me out. Like let's go by the gas station real quick. Like Tony, I'll ask Tony like, bro, you know there's some bad guy. He'll be like, bro, go over there by that gas station
and just stand out over there
and just ask somebody. Like I'm like, nigga,
I hate when people
you don't know a particular nigga at least.
Well, no. These type of dudes who would say that to you are hood politicians who want to get out there and know the neighborhood and shit and be like, I'm gonna stand out here and I'm gonna ask you got some bag, bro?
Yeah, I ain't never been the type of nigga where when I walk outside at 7 a.m. and I see a random person on the street, I'm like investigating and I'm like put my hand up and then the nigga put well, and it's just like, what the? I've never been into the community fucking ghetto shit. Like,
you could probably guess if you listen to this that me and CJ are on the nerdier spectrum of blackness.
Yeah. If you listen to this, you probably think we lame as fuck or something.
I mean, whatever. Or you probably how many people was super duper cool or whatever? But I didn't. You could. I didn't want to, and plus I don't know. I didn't want to. I felt better. Going over on the east side and standing outside of the Quick Trip or something and being like, hey, can you give me a blunt from a white dude or something? Then I wanted to go over to all like a bunch of savages who's looking like nigga.
I mean, I knew some of the savages. That's why I could slide sometimes in my skinny jeans and shit.
Bro, when I first moved up here. And you get implanted from living in that lower middle class ghetto to living in the ghetto with my mom over on fucking 24 or no, where was it? 24th an hour. That was awful.
Blue house with the roaches.
With the roaches and all that kind of stuff. When I first got up here, I went to North Division, in Wisconsin. It's probably one of the worst schools around that area. North Division is pretty awful. But
I could never go. When I was a young kid, I could never go to one of those schools.
I think that's because our mom had already seen that wasn't a good idea.
No, it was me. Fuck that.
No, I mean, because before you had... Because she was sending everybody north. She sent me to North. And before I came and I was like, I can't be here, and I chose to go to another school, I was there. So then she probably had already did it and was like, okay, what school you want to go to? You can go, because she didn't like where I went after a while. She felt some type of weird way. But, you know.
I mean, when I was
But hold on, my story, because we kind of got cut off, was that at North.
You're speaking very tangentially, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever. At North, I went and stood out on the bus stop waiting for the bus. And the dude just came up kind of just somewhat aggressive and was like, give me some money. And that's not, okay, here's $4. And then you stand there with the fucking just face. Like I got robbed at nothing point.
See, nah, you came from some other shit. I'll probably.
He was gonna break your ass off if you did.
I probably at least would have been like, nah, at least with nothing, nigga.
Well, first off, what was I? I think I was a freshman in high school, so I was 14, and this kid, he didn't even look like a kid. He didn't even look like a kid. He looked like he was kind of grown up.
I already been jumped like 3 times.
I mean, you get jumped growing up.
It was
You get jumped and all that stuff growing up, but I was 14 moving up here, and he looked probably like he was an adult, or
yeah, just a nigga hanging
like
out
he was 21 or something. He just.
That's how it go though.
But really, he's a pussy for robbing a kid.
Yeah, back when I said I got jumped like 3 times, nigga, it was all probably like damn near niggas my age or older, like preying on fucking middle school kids and shit. Right,
that's what it is, and it's like, okay, it's either I'm just gonna hand the $4 over and just swallow that pride, or this nigga's just gonna whoop my ass. It's not even like it's gonna be a fight. He about to deck my ass and just beat my ass. And I don't know what the fuck he was wearing a JanSport big coat. Like, who knows? This nigga could have came out with some other shit. Like I never wanted to sit up and try just too many niggas. I passed when I got out of middle school. When you was up in middle school, you fought. Everybody was more equal footing.
Yeah.
But then when you get at high school, that's really that cutoff for when people gonna be who they gonna be on that physical spectrum.
High school is when niggas start dying.
Right. That's what I'm saying. People get way more physical. It can get way more crazy, and people can just say, I don't give a fuck. I mean, at the end of middle school, the tougher kids, they'd be out there fighting with padlocks and all this stuff. I'm like, they hitting each other with weapons. I'm like, damn.
And when
I was fighting in middle school, we'd kind of just be like fighting over something stupid. What you say? Y'all push, y'all start, and somebody a punch, and then y'all it'll be a scuffle, and the teachers will break it up or something. It was not real.
It wasn't.
Harm.
It wasn't real life, nigga. It wasn't the streets.
You wasn't about to get stomped out and stabbed up and all this other stuff. In high school, people get crazy.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Like, I don't want real bodily injury over some ego.
Yeah, I remember this one kid. I was leaving back in 8th grade or 7th grade. I was put in the 8th grade class, so that's how I kind of recall it as like a part of my 8th grade year. Back in my 7th grade, my school was like going through a lot of financial trouble, and it was about to get shut down. I didn't know this, but it was very close to getting shut down. Mm-hmm. And none of the teachers getting paid. Like, they was all there working for free, just being like fucking good citizens, basically. Like, they basically just kind of being emergency teachers right now,
right?
Because they not getting nothing for the work they putting in. And my school was just going to hell. Like, teachers getting cracked and shit, and niggas was smoking in the hallways.
Yep.
And, niggas,
this was middle school?
This was middle school. This was middle school. Niggas is passing pills out and shit. Like, the shit was going down on my 7th
Yeah, I can just clearly see for some reason by the time you were in middle school and from when I was in middle school, we're 2 different worlds still. Because I don't think you went to that bad of a middle school, and I ain't go to that great of just middle schools. I mean,
my middle school was horrible.
Maybe yours was worse. I went to a couple middle schools in Chicago.
It progressively got worse. My school was nice when I got there back when I was like in fucking K4 or K5. Even when I was in daycare, it was fine. But it was just in the middle of the hood. A lot of kids started going there from around the neighborhood. They started feeling like they gang and
well, I guess I went to a little bit. I feel like the neighborhoods that I lived around was still a step up from what you're talking about. So yeah, maybe yours was a little bit worse. I mean, I went to a couple middle schools in the area because you'll get shifted around because maybe you was at a school that didn't have this grade yet. And then you would go to that school for a year, but then this school will get the grade and it's closer, so then they send you back to that one. And all the kids
never went to public school.
Oh, okay.
I ain't never went to a public
school. So everybody was gang in the private school?
At the private Christian school, nigga. Everybody was gang.
Was that a charter?
Yeah, I think it was a choice or charter.
Yeah, if it was a charter, okay. Then it wasn't like real private school. But
I mean, but it was open for years. It was open for years.
I mean, my school was a charter school that I went to, and the charter schools are like the fucking startup businesses of schools. They're not all the way there yet, and they can, So my school was in the Schlitz Beer Factory. It was, where Mech is, right? Mm-hmm. My school was basically in Mech, or on top of Mech. It was upstairs, but that was all in a beer factory.
Hold on, actually, I think I just lied. What the fuck is Mech?
Marquise went to Mech too. I don't know what it stands for, but Mech is a middle school.
Was it downtown?
Downtown.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, my school was upstairs from that. It was on top of that. It was a beer factory. You had so you were basically having classes almost in like office rooms that would have been there years ago. I would come and actually steal from one of my teachers. I knew he had the blank CDs. Yeah, this is like mid 2000s. So yeah, blank CDs. I had to burn some shit to put in my CD player. When I had to walk around, you had to burn like 20 CDs so you could switch artists.
I burned like 2 CDs and then them shits was obsolete. I had like 2 CDs with like 24 tracks and them shits was obsolete.
MP3 players or iPods were around, but I was poor. So, I still had a Sony CD player. But I used to go over to his room because I knew he had a bunch of Blake CDs and he didn't lock his like fucking dresser drawers or nothing. I'd get there before people arrived. I'd take the elevator up because it's a fucking elevator to get up. You're in a beer factory. And I went to his room and the walls in a good portion of his room didn't connect to the ceiling. It was just an opening. So I climbed on top of the lockers, climbed through the opening, went there. I just steal shit out of his little cabinets.
Oh my god!
I steal like battery.
What grade was this?
I was in high school.
Oh, okay.
I would I was like.
I thought you was talking about like 10-year-old Kino.
No, I was like a sophomore or junior.
Spy Kid ass nigga.
No, I was a sophomore or a junior. I was probably a junior by this point because I knew more.
You didn't go to North Division by this point?
No, I only went to North Division for 1 year. But
you did go to North Division by this point.
Yeah, I went there for 1 year.
Oh, I thought you went from North Division straight to Alliance.
Yeah, I went to North Division for 1 year, and then I went to Alliance.
And that was the school you're talking about right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is Alliance.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's a lot of crazy shit that happened at Alliance. But I'd be stealing batteries. I steal the batteries out of his remote. He had the fucking TV. He had the TV on wheels. I go steal the batteries out of all his remotes so I can use them for my CD player. And then I would steal his blank CDs. And, yeah. That's the type of... It was a beer factory. It wasn't like a real school. So I know how charter schools are.
I mean, my school, I had some of the... Like I told you, like... Middle school for me was like... was how some people would imagine college. Like, I had so much shit happen to me in those 3 years that it was just... It's crazy. Like, niggas was setting fucking garbage cans on fire in the fucking school down the street. Because you remember... Well, you probably don't. But... in my 6th grade year, they tried to put all the middle schoolers in a different school, in a different campus. And it was right down the street on 15th to Capitol. Like, we could walk to it in like 5 minutes type shit.
Right.
And in there, it was just worse than it was before because the people that the kids respected was way far away. And, you know what I'm saying? It made shit worse. And like, bro, niggas was smoking in the hallway. Niggas was fighting every day. Niggas was fucking it was kids getting arrested outside of my school like every fucking week.
Yeah, you guys are...
My nigga Mern, he fucking beat the fuck out of somebody's daughter on a bus at that school.
Damn.
He got arrested. He had to do community service for that a while ago.
But, I think it was probably kids around me going through that, too. I was more sheltered, though, because I live with my grandma.
Yeah, my parents was a lot more on it. Or my parent was a lot more on it. I guess Dallas kind of raised me, too. Yeah.
They weren't on shit, though. You could have got away with anything fucking around with them, because I got away with everything.
I got away with a lot of shit. But, I mean, they instilled enough sense into me to not take it too far.
My grandma, growing up with her, and it was only two kids. It wasn't like it was 5 and all this... And she didn't go to work like they would. So she was way more on it. And I would get my ass whooped all the time. And get naked. I'm about to whoop that ass for at least 20 minutes. You're going to have welts on your ass that hurt to sit in the bathtub.
I got a whooping. My worst whoopings was like when I really fucked up. When I got like suspended from school for some dumb shit or, you know what I'm saying? And that's when it'd be like get naked. Most of the time, it'll just be like, wop, wop, wop.
Everybody listening to this is like, this is major child abuse. And it is. It's fucked up.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean,
probably not what you got.
I would say maybe yours was. I think
probably not what you got.
Just, good old fashioned ass whooping.
Yours was probably like a couple pat, get out of here. No, my grandma was on that Southern Bat from Mississippi. I moved from Chicago. I'm about
when
to
I hear
beat
about how Ann used to treat people,
they had catchphrases. My grandma would be on the phone and be like, "Girl, I'll call you back. I'm about to get me some ass.
Give me some ass." She'd
be like, "I'm about to whoop some butt." She'd say catchphrases and I cringe. I'd be like, "Oh my God." She'd be like, "Give
me some ass."
Old people sayings of like, you better give your soul to God because your ass is mine, and then be like, damn.
Then she pull out the belt like a fucking movie villain, right?
Belt. You go find a belt.
Yeah, that shit used to be whack. I used to hide all the belts.
She didn't know where. She'd be like, "Go get my belts out of here." Like,
I'll go.
And if she didn't have a belt,
somewhere.
My grandma, the paddle was worse. She had a wooden paddle that somebody gifted her. Like, here's a paddle that said attitude adjustment. It's a wooden paddle.
Oh my God.
It's the old school.
She really took ass whooping like a hobby.
It's the old school nun thing where they was gonna like paddle your ass if you were bad. So my grandma had a paddle. She broke the paddle over my ass. I think it split in half.
The grandmas in our family ain't shit, right?
At least you could. I mean,
that ain't right.
Okay, the grandma that we share here on my mom's side, at least she'd have to catch you when you were sleeping because she didn't have knees. She couldn't run after you.
Yeah, that's what Brittany would say. She would just run.
But then, and it would get her when she was asleep. My grandma, she could move a little bit better. I would run my ass off. I was never, my cousin who was there with me, he would take it and just kind of be done. And like, a few minutes, he'd just stay, he lay there. She'd be like, lay over the chair or lay on the bed. You'll be ass naked, lay on the bed and spread out like that. And you just gotta, I couldn't do it. After everyone, I'd be like, ah! It'd sound like the Mortal Kombat trilogy screams when we play.
Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah. It'd sound like you got brutality. I'll be like, oh, and then I'll run somewhere like, fuck that. I'm not like, that hurts. So that's why my whoopings would take 20 to 30 minutes because she'd have to chase me. And, I got to get the whooping over time. No matter how long I run, I got to get that whooping. So, yeah, like, no, I couldn't take it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll be blacking out. My throat will be tightening up. You know how your throat tighten up from pain? If you ever hurt yourself so bad, you feel like your throat is tightening because you're in so much pain.
No, I don't. Your grandma traumatized you.
Well, that's a common thing. Maybe if you fell down or smashed your fingers on. But no, she'll be whooping, and I'll be like, I'm about to black out, and she'll be like, "You being dramatic." She'd be like, "Pass out.
Come back and pass out." Consciousness.
She's like, "Pass out." No, she's like, "Pass out."
Yeah, oh my God, that's crazy.
Well,
that's too much, man.
You got a little bit easier with a younger mom who probably went like my mama. When we first moved over to 36, she tried to pull some shit like that, but it didn't work. It was kind of cringy. It didn't work. Like, I wasn't crying. She whacking you with a belt, and you just like what the hell? Like, you just frowning, like, stop. And then that was it. She was a pretender. She wasn't built for abusing kids.
Yeah, she wasn't built for it.
I heard her and my dad got it worse. Like, apparently they used to get strapped down, probably strapped to a chair, or they had to get you wet.
That's some,
and then whack you.
Some slave shit.
Right? When you wet people and then whack them, that shit hurts way more.
Hell no, I don't know, man. I got
this took a dark turn. This whole podcast.
Yeah, like we started talking about fucking child abuse as soon as we hit the punch.
Who's gonna listen to this?
I don't know. I mean,
it's funny though.
But I was trying to find like some like news or some shit.
Did we ever? Where did we ever go with the surviving R. Kelly? That's where we started.
That's where we started. We started right there and then just went.
So the surviving R. Kelly shit, if you're still listening and you heard us mention surviving R. Kelly
for 1 second and then start talking about
everything in the world, surviving R. Kelly, I want to see it. It's always crazy when you talk to people or when you're seeing people on both sides of this issue who are, well, mainly the people who are defending R. Kelly seem a little bit weirder, I think, than people.
Who the fuck? fuck is those people? Where have you seen?
I talked to Brittany. She.
Oh my god! Don't even do it.
Brittany is our sister here. This is what I texted you about. I told you it was just like a crazy. It was a great conversation.
What was she on some separate the artist from the art type shit?
Yeah, she said that. She said she still listen to R. Kelly and jam out to R. Kelly, and that's fine.
I can't blame her for that.
She went steps forward though. She was like, these hoes knew what they was doing.
Yeah,
I don't care if they was 16. She's like, I don't care. They know. She was like, she
going crazy.
She like, I don't care. They knew they was going to his court dates just to like meet up with R. Kelly. I'm like, dude, R. Kelly was old enough.
I mean, but that's what you do when you have a pimp or older, like. What don't you understand about the psychological?
No, she was saying before
grown men play with
before they knew R. Kelly, they were going on some groupie shit to be like, I'm about to bag R. Kelly. This is what groupies will do who probably live maybe in a place where it's a lot of celebrities. They make it almost a job to go and fucking where celebrities have to be a thought.
Responsibility of the adult,
right? But that's the main point. It's the responsibility of R. Kelly 30-year-old ass to be like, no, you're 16. I'm not about to have sex with you. You got seduced
by a fucking sophomore in high school.
Do you do everything a 16-year-old tell you to do when you 30? Are you gonna do it just because they told you to do it? That's stupid. No, he's attracted to kids. To young kids because of the multitude of how many underage girls it was. You got to be like, okay, you're attracted to underage girls. And I mean, you got married to.
It seems like people have been trying to call for a boycott on R. Kelly for a minute, but it's just
well,
like,
20 years since that piss tape came out, which I've never seen.
It's,
dude, I went on Pornhub and people are looking for that piss tape. It's R. Kelly typed in on Pornhub. And you guys know that's child porn.
R. Kelly is like trending on Pornhub.
He's trending on Pornhub, and you guys know if you find that on Pornhub, that's child porn. You idiots! Who are you really searching for this on your computer? So the feds, you're gonna get your door booted in, and you're gonna be on some
umbrella security.
You're gonna be on some. Window. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. Shit. It's gonna be like we have the transcripts. We have your search history. You typed in R. Kelly sex tape.
Chris Hansen needs to come back with a vengeance on the Predators, bro. I wonder why he stopped.
Well, they did that other show for like a couple
Hansen
episodes.
versus Predator for like 2 episodes, and then that shit was funny, bro.
That was still fire. See, it's still a fire concept. Funny, catching pedophiles in the act.
But it's crazy how that one nigga got off.
I mean, maybe a few of them. I don't know how.
No, it was one nigga that got off like with nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that it was. I mean, but I don't even think about that problem. Like, man, justice right then and there, just justice, instant justice.
Just dread the nigga.
I like catching. I mean, I guess I like the act of catching anybody doing something stupid
that they're not supposed to.
I watch the instant karma videos on YouTube, and those are always pretty good. When people just do something stupid and then just karma right away. I like, catching people stealing. The act is not as satisfying because 9 times out of 10 when they're caught stealing at the store, nobody's gonna come put hands on them or something like that. That's justice right there. Like, yeah, come whoop this dude ass. He's stealing.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna have to do that. They just gonna catch him on camera and probably talk shit, and then they gonna run away or something, and maybe security tackle him. When the security tackle him, those are the good ones right there. But it's pretty satisfying to catch stupid people doing stupid things in the act, and then watching just swift justice be served up. I like it.
Yeah.
It's very satisfying. Porch thieves. Have you seen those videos?
No, I mean I've seen
porch thieves when people apparently make it a job to go steal Amazon packages or whatever that got delivered to people's addresses.
That's fire.
And
that sounds like a fire job.
Some people like rig these boxes to where the boxes like explode or something. Not explode like in fire, but make like a gunshot like a sound so the people didn't run away. And one woman I saw, she tried to run away, broke her leg. No, she broke her leg and was on the line. She broke her leg. Like, no, ain't no, like, and they're on camera, and it's just great.
I don't know. If I broke my leg, I'd probably just still get away. Shit.
Nah, I mean, that's what you get for trying to steal Amazon packages. What kind of shit is that?
That kind of remind me of the videos where niggas are like chain their bike up to like a fucking 50 foot like fucking string and attach it to a tree, and the nigga like try to get up out of there on the bike, and the nigga just fucking do like 30 flips and then face plant on the concrete.
Yeah. Well, we're coming down to like the last 10 minutes, we haven't talked about music at all.
Yeah, we haven't talked about music.
And that's the whole purpose of all this. So let's talk about some music quick. Quick fire music.
I haven't listened to any music in like a week.
What about? Well, I've been listening to the shit that no one's really interested in, or maybe you not.
So you've been listening to something.
I'm always listening to things because I have to post to my followers out there. I gotta get those likes, not those.
You're apparently never gonna post this shit because
what? I'll post it.
Or do it.
Then do it.
Nigga.
I'll do it. Let's do it.
Do it.
You gotta give me the audio.
Okay.
You give me the audio and it's going up.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a new Gmail today so I can get those free 90 minutes on SoundCloud real quick. and that's what you keep doing. Just keep making new emails so you can get an additional 90 minutes and make another email. I have like 4 SoundCloud accounts just for fuckery. Just keep posting, just so I can keep posting tracks.
I got
for
2
90 minutes.
SoundClouds. I got my personal and I got my music one. But I mean,
I don't feel like I'm on an app where you post up music. I've been on these types of apps for a couple years now, where it's like Instagram, but everybody just keeps posting music recommendations, and then everybody goes around listening to likes. Symbol was the greatest, but R.I.P. Symbol.
What happened to it?
They shut it off. So that was like 2 years of everybody was sad, and it was like the best music sharing app of this kind. Right now I'm on Undertone, which is a little inferior, but everybody's getting used to it when you hop on. I mean, you got some of the Symbol people, and you don't have all the Symbol people. But I'm on there now, so I post these things daily, like just music that I'm listening to. But yeah, I've been listening to just maybe the standards, my post-punk, my shoegaze, my dream pop.
Yeah.
Maybe some 80s synth pop.
What about the hip hop?
I don't post much hip hop.
Oh my god.
I posted some Joyner Lucas a couple weeks back. I don't post much hip hop. I mean, I could.
Your rapidy raps, like
I could. I mean, I could. I'm just racist.
Damn.
I just hate myself.
That's what Brittany is saying.
Yeah, Brittany. I'm thinking when Brittany was here. You just hate
your
skin color.
Every now and again, I'll be going through like my recorded files, and one time I accidentally clicked on where it was like, "Why everything gotta be a black thing?"
That was that argument.
Yeah. It was like just like, damn, what the fuck is that?
Hey, after this, we should pull that up quick. That'd be funny.
I had a client over here, and he was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I don't know. And then Brittany was just like, she was going the fuck off, and yeah,
she always do that. But I was right. The lost tapes, if they the lost argument between me and my sister, I was right clearly. In whatever it was, I don't remember, but I know I was right.
I guess we have to analyze it when we done with this podcast. I think this episode is done. I'm running out of
this episode is done. We can go on forever. We didn't talk about any music, so sorry guys.
I mean, yeah, I think we.
I hope you're more here for us than the topics. Right?
I think off the cuff, and for it to be compelling to others, we can only talk for like 30 minutes, and we going on 33. Like, notice how I start giving you like yes and because I'm just kind of running out of shit to say.
Well, you know what? Maybe we should
if we just do this more often.
Maybe we should split it into 2 different things. Cause I actually like the podcast where people are just talking about things other than music too. So maybe we should have a separate life podcast, and then do the music podcast as like more music.
Yeah, we could just compile it. I mean, we could do it like that, where like this could be 30 minutes and then the music could be 30 minutes. If you want to do it like that,
we could do it like that. This whole thing was 33 minutes.
Yeah,
I feel like we've been going longer.
Yeah, because I had to pause and then everything was set
up. All right, we're getting real technical, guys. Yeah, they might as well let you go. It's RNDM cuts here with. Oh no, it may be the other podcast. We don't know yet, but
I think we could just stick with RNDM.
RNDM Home Edition.
Yeah, BTS RNDM or some shit.
All right, guys. I know there's no one listening now, but we love you.
Bye.
Bye.